Hey everyone, today's video is just going to be on this makeup look. After I did the makeup look to get pictures, I put like glitter on myself and stuff, so that's why I'm wearing my dressing gown. But what do you call it, I have glitter in my hair and everything. But I just used this like glitter that I found in my mom's craft box, so I will probably get a rash. And please like the video. Sympathy, like it's like perfect for basically every time of year, and it would suit a lot of people's face. It also is quite lifting because I put concealer under my eyes and drag it up, so like the eyes are quite like lifted. So yeah, it's good if you want like a fake facelift kind of thing. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoy the video, please subscribe to my channel and I'll have more videos up soon. Bye.
So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put concealer all over my eyelids. This is just going to take away any discoloration on my lid, and it's going to make the eyeshadows a bit more pigmented when I put them on. So I'm going in with the first eyeshadow, which is like a light orange colour. I'm just blending that in the crease of the eye, and I'm kind of like making it quite angular on the outer part of the eyelid. So giving like kind of like a cat eye effect. So an important step I kind of forgot to mention is when you're applying the concealer at the beginning, you want to take it out quite far because you're winging the eyeshadow out quite far. If the concealer isn't applied the whole way out, it can start getting patchy if it's kind of like mixing with your foundation and stuff like that. So you want to make sure the concealer is taken the whole way out. I'm then going in with a darker orange, and I'm applying it slightly below the first orange. I'm then using a fluffy blending brush with no shadow on it just to blend out the edges of the eyeshadow. I'm then using a pale light orange shadow in the inner corners. I'm just pressing that on. I then go in with a blending brush just to make sure that it's blended down the middle as well, so that all the colours are blended together. Then using a dark brown eyeliner pencil, I'm just going to run that along my lash line, and I'm just going to smudge it then with some dark brown eyeshadow after, just so it's kind of like smokier and not as defined. Then going to apply some mascara. Using concealer, I'm just like dragging the edges of that eyeshadow up, so it's kind of like a winged effect, and I'm just like bringing it up into my temple. I'm then pulling the weirdest face ever. I can't seem to do that without opening my mouth. But I'm just applying a dark brown underneath and then an orange underneath that, and just blending it out on my bottom lash line. So with my brows, I'm just filling them in lightly with some eyebrow powder. I'm then going in with some eyelash glue, which is latex, on a mascara spoolie, and I'm just brushing them up slightly so they're a little bit fluffier looking. So here I just cream contoured a little bit. So I applied it underneath my cheekbones, some on my temple and some on my forehead, just to make it, like, give it the illusion that it's like a bit smaller, and then that my cheekbones are a bit more defined. So I used the MAC foundation palette for this, but you can use, like, there's loads of different like cream contour palettes on the market. Then I went in with some concealer, and I put that in the middle, like the center of my forehead, and just anywhere that I really wanted to like brighten up and pull forward, if that makes sense. Because I was trying to create that lifted eye effect, I just applied more concealer underneath my eye and just lifted it up. I then applied some concealer down the center of my nose, and on the other side underneath my eye as well. I then made sure that everything was blended out, so like all the concealer edges and the contouring edges were blended out so that it was like nice and seamless, and that there wasn't any like harsh lines or anything like that. I then applied concealer underneath my contour, so that was just like sharpening the edge of the contour and making it a lot more like defined and more like kind of sculpted. But you obviously don't want to go too extreme with this. Like, this looks a bit crazy right now, but I then went in with my finger and just like patted it out so it's not as extreme. When you're using cream products, your fingers actually like a lot nicer than brushes most of the time, because it just blends it out, like the warmth of your hand just blends it out a lot better. I then went in with some blusher, highlighter, and then I finished off my lipstick, and yeah, that was it. And this is the finished look.